All right, thanks, guys. We are currently hitting at 62% in our last 21 board member package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that website. Link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/Brock Page. The Avalanche take on the Maple Leafs, 7 o'clock Eastern, puck drop in Toronto. Now, this game is currently off the board. Looks like we're going to have Phil Grubauer for the Avalanche, Mike Hutchison for Toronto. Now, if Hutchison does make the start, looks like he's 0-5 straight up in his last five, 4.55 goals against, 8.76 save percentage. Meanwhile, Grubauer for the Avalanche, 9-5 on the year, 2.86 goals against, 9.11 save percentage. Toronto's won just 4 out of their last 10. They're also 4-10 against the spread at home. And of course, when I refer to the spread in the NHL, I'm referring to the puck line. Now, the Maple Leafs rank in the bottom 10 in goals allowed, bottom 3 in shots allowed at home. Colorado, on the other side, winners in their last 3 straight. They're also 7-3 straight up in their last 10. They rank in the top 3 in scoring, top 10 in goals allowed. Nate McKinnon's got 17 goals on the year, 25 assists, 42 points. He's also plus 7. Cale Makar, 18 assists, 26 points. He's plus 10 as well for Colorado. And when it comes to this Colorado squad, they are 10-4 against the spread on the road themselves. They rank in the top 5 in road scoring, top 10 in goals allowed on the road as well. So although we have no line currently posted for this game, I'm going to go ahead and lean Colorado winning this one outright for some money line cash. Next game, Blues taking on the Penguins, 8 o'clock Eastern puck drop in the Steel City. The Penguins are the $1.25 favorite, totals at 6. We're seeing 65% of the consensus on St. Louis, 59% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Blues are plus 105 on the money line. Pittsburgh plus $1.90, laying the goal and a half. We have Matt Murray for the Penguins, Jordan Binnington for the Blues. Binnington's 13-4 on the year, 226 goals against, 926 save percentage. Matt Murray on the other side comes into this game with an 897 save percentage. St. Louis is 18-5-6 on the year, 10-2-3 on the road. They're also 10-5 against the spread in those 15 road games. They're right in the middle of a 4-game winning streak. They rank in the top 5 in goals allowed, top 10 in road scoring, top 10 in goals allowed on the road as well. Braden Shen has 14 goals on the year, 11 assists, 25 points. David Perron, 28 points on the year, 17 assists as well. Now, the Penguins have lost their last 2 straight. They've also failed to cover in 9 out of their last 15 at home. Crosby is still out indefinitely, and Brian Rust is listed as questionable for tonight's action. Now, total-wise, Pittsburgh's 9-6 to the under at home. St. Louis, 60% to the under when traveling. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me St. Louis plus 105 and the under 6 goals in that game. Next matchup, Senators, Oilers, 9:30 Edmonton. Once again, this is another game that is currently off the board. We have Mikko Koskinen for the Oilers, Craig Anderson for Ottawa. Anderson comes into this game with a 4-8 record. Meanwhile, Koskinen 10-2-1 on the year, 252 goals against, 921 save percentage. The Oilers are in first place in the Pacific Division, 37 total points on the year, 7-3-2 at home, 11th in home scoring. Connor McDavid has 19 goals on the year, 32 assists, 51 points. Leon Draisaitl, 18 goals himself, 32 assists, 50 points for Draisaitl. Ottawa on the other side, 5-game losing streak for them right now. They're 4-11-1 away from home, bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 5 in road goals allowed. When it comes to the total, Ottawa's 5-2 to the under in their last 7. They're also 17-11 to the under overall for the year. I'm going to lean Edmonton winning this one outright for some money line cash and the under in that game, of course, if that total opens up within reason. All right, guys, before we go ahead and handicap our last game here on the board, I just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines of personal leans out for Wednesday's NHL action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/Brock Page. where once again we are hitting at 62% in our last 21 board member package plays on that website. We're also hitting at a ridiculous 65% for the entire college football season on that site as well. We do daily premium selections on that website beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And at the end of the show, I'm going to explain to you the difference between what we do here on YouTube and that Patreon page. You can actually check out my current Patreon record right now. It's on the homepage, and it's free for you to look at. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, let's go ahead and slide into our next and final matchup for the show. Excuse me. It is going to be Capitals taking on the Kings, 10 o'clock Eastern. Puck drop in Los Angeles. The Caps are the $1.40 favorite on the road, total 6.5. We saw a nickel fade of Washington. No movement on the total as of yet. The Caps open as the $1.45 favorite, down to minus 140, total 6.5. 75% are leaning Washington, 69% shaded toward the under. And right now the Kings are plus 120 on the money line. Washington plus $1.65, laying the goal and a half. We have Ilya Samsonov for Washington, Johnny Quick for the Kings. Quick's just 7-10 on the year, .336 goals against, .882 save percentage. Samsonov is 6-2 on the year, .258 goals against for Washington. The Kings are in last place in the Pacific Division, 24 points total. They've dropped 4 out of their last 6. They also rank the bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 5 in goals allowed. Washington on the other side, nice little 4-game winning streak. They're tied with Boston for the NHL leader in points with 45. Alex Ovechkin has 20 goals on the year, 11 assists, 31 points. John Carlson, 31 assists, 40 points. He's also plus 18. Washington, very good on the road. 12-2-1 on the road. 12-3 against the spread in those 15 games. They rank in the top 3 in scoring, top 10 in goals allowed on the road. When it comes to the total, Washington's 20-9 to the over thus far on the season. They're also 60% to the over when traveling. I'm going to lean toward the Capitals minus 140 and the over 6.5 in that matchup. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we are hitting at 62% in our last 21 board member package plays on that website. I like Washington minus 140 over 6.5. Edmonton winning that one outright and the under the total. St. Louis plus 105 and the under 6 goals. And last but certainly not least, I like Colorado winning their game outright for some moneyline cash. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we are hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that website. Shout out to Bobby Williams, Kirk Moore. Shout out to Tickin. Shout out to Thurman Merman, Billy Boogaloo, Sandbox Mafia Yo-Yo. Shout out to Lucella, Gio Lopez, Juan Antonio, Square 707 Steam PS4. Shout out to Mr. Reyes, YC Mike Kep, Pao Chang, Robert German, and last but certainly not least, shout out to Lane Eternal Master. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again, we're hitting at 62% in our last 21 board member package plays on that website. We're also hitting at 65% for the entire college football season on that website as well. We do daily premium selections on that site beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. Now, a lot of folks will ask me, what's the difference between what you do here on YouTube and your Patreon page? And that's a great question. What we do here on YouTube is we handicap every single game on the board, both the side and the total. And of course, if you were to bet your hard-earned money on every single game, side and total in real life, it's going to be a tough proposition for you. You're almost guaranteed to lose in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing in the short run as well. The books are too smart. The books are too sharp as well. They have too much money, and certainly the math is always against you. So what we do on Patreon is we really nail it down and focus in on 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're high percentage selections. games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current record on Patreon is a whole lot better than it is handicapping every single game on YouTube. And you can actually check out that current record for free right now. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Wednesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you on patreon.com/BrockPage.